You can start on the next slide.
There you go, Allie. You're up.
Okay. So,
Okay.
Oh, there you go. There's your audio. Okay.
Great. Hi, everyone. My name is Allie Davenport. I'm the founder and CEO of StarMind. So StarMind is a company that introduces you to self-development principles and reflective habits so you can live more insightful days through its mindset journal, The Guide. And while I am a solo founder, I do have a very credible board of advisors. So on the far left, you see Dr. Carl Lesway. He is a key opinion leader, has a PhD in psychology, and also serves as the provost for the University of Connecticut, the school to which I attend. I also have Dr. Ramneet Vasla, who also has a doctorate in psychology. She's a clinical psychologist and serves as my key opinion leader. And finally, on the right, we have Dr. David Noble, who serves as the growth advisor and is director of the Worth Institute. Next slide. So there's a huge problem that Americans are facing right now, and it is this mental health crisis, which has been amplified by the pandemic. If you look at the numbers, according to APA, 32.7% of US adults report symptoms of anxiety. That's 1 in 3 of us in this call. Additionally, 25.7% of US adults report symptoms of depression, and both of these numbers are drastically have spiked since 2019, and a lot of that has been because of the pandemic. And so after performing a lot of one-on-one interviews with individuals and paying attention to national conversations, we realized that people want to get into the world of self-development and learn more about psychology and self-awareness, but they lack the guidance and structure in their pursuits. And we're not trying to have this replace therapy or medication, but we want it to act as a tool to bridge that gap and empower those individuals. Next slide, please. So what sets our product apart? The Guide has a integrative QR code system, which I designed. So there's 10 QR code pages, and when scanned, each QR links you to curated content from top thought leaders, scientists, and more. It's holistic content, so it's very relatable, and concepts could include burnout, time management, motivation, etc. Finally, you're brought back to the paper to reflect. So there's this great integration of digital with physical. Other unique factors are our branding. So StarMind, the star part of it comes from the starfish and how they can regenerate limbs when damaged. So this regenerative symbolism really has resonated with customers and sets us apart. It's also made in America. I chose to work with a domestic manufacturer. And finally, the pages are undated. Next slide. So testing so far, I'll throw some data at you. We launched on November 1st of 2021. We sold out of our 450 units by December 19th. And we currently have 187 units of product on back order. So this is 20K in gross revenue, and it's strongly validating the demand. Next slide. So finally, if we look at distribution channels, right now we're going B2C, so e-commerce, direct to consumer. I'm using my college network and word of mouth marketing in those pursuits, but I want to also focus on B2B long-term and target specific organizations, whether that's teams, athletic departments, schools, etc., in those pursuits. And so sessions with domain experts would greatly accelerate the growth of this brand. Thank you, and I'll open it up to questions.
Wow, I didn't even have to ding my wine glass. You are spot on. I love the name. Let's start with Rach.
Hi, wonderful idea, and so needed in these times. So one of the ideas that we were talking about through our chat is a little bit around like how you plan to maybe integrate with apps that are in the space or other things that could help kind of give legs to this. One of our key concerns, or one of my key concerns, is around your total addressable market and how you're going to make this work long-term. So just kind of unpack that a little bit.
Yeah, so that's a great question. So right now, of course, the Guide is a physical product, and with the QR codes, we're looking to integrate. So once you scan it, it goes to our website, and then from there, it links out to this curated content from top thought leaders, etc. But down the line, I'd like for that to be StarMind content. And going off of that, I could see this brand long-term becoming more conversational in the mental health and self-development space, whether that looks like a YouTube channel, podcast, other types of kind of getting into that content creator economy. In addition to our physical product, I think that would work. And then also another thing that I've been considering is an affiliate marketing. So in the sense of right now, the resources that we're linking to, it's pretty much driving traffic to them. So long-term, I could see relationships form between these really established organizations where it's mutual gains between both of us.
Thank you.
Jean, go ahead.
2 quick questions. You could easily conceptualize this as an app, but you started with a physical book, and I wonder whether there was whether there was what was the motivation for that? Because obviously creating and shipping a book takes time, effort, and money. So help me understand kind of that piece of it and why that's unique and why you did that.
Yes, of course.
That's a great question. So I was very intentional with the modality of it, and I knew I wanted a physical product. I was doing a lot of research, and I had over 23 customer discovery interviews. And from my conversations one-on-one with people, it seems like a lot of people still valued that pen to paper connection. And there's a lot of studies to back up how just valuable that is. And also in terms of privacy, like I like how the concept, you have the physical product, and then once you scan the QR, you're entered into this digital world. And so that allows you to consume content and resources like long research articles and videos that just can't be contained in paper. But then ultimately you're brought back to our product to reflect and have that kind of private, intimate notebook that I think
So
still
you write,
serves
the
a
idea
need.
is people write in the book. They're writing in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just didn't.
It's like a
okay,
journal. Yes.
got it. And okay, very good. I'll let others ask.
Allie, go ahead.
Great. Yeah. So you said you had, I think it was 187 sales so far. What's the feedback been from your customers?
Yeah. So
Actually, I sold out of the 450 units initially, and so I have 187 on back order now. So that total, just to
A lot
clarify.
more than 187 you sold. Okay.
Just to clarify, and yeah, I've really focused right now on getting that consumer feedback, and I am putting in a new order right now with my manufacturer to also increase my margin because it's a more bulk order. And I had a really good conversation. It was like an hour-long call with one of my consumers that was the first to buy it, and we had this long conversation. And she talked about things she liked and didn't like. One aspect was she wanted more room to reflect and write, especially after consuming the QR code content. So I took that into thought and kind of executed on that user experience. And then another key feature that people liked were the QR codes centered around a certain psychology concept. So one is around motivation, one is self-talk, one is burnout, and they like how it's already kind of grouped into one content. So it's not just random digital content being thrown at them.
All right, we're out of town.